this man created an app that helps creatives and people in business. He works specifically in creative industry, and he's pretty much involved in it. I called him so that he can tell us the way forward or show us. So I don't really want to introduce him. I'd like him to introduce himself. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to let my guest introduce himself. But first, welcome to my podcast. This is the second episode. This podcast is mostly about creativity and positivity and productivity. If you're sitting at home and you're wondering what's up, this is what's up. Yes, man. Let's just hand the microphone to our guest. Yeah, man, I'm so excited about this. Yo, guys. Anyway, yeah, let me not get carried away. Let my guest just introduce himself.
My name is dillion s.phiri. I'm a Johannesburg-based entrepreneur, creative and social sculptor, also the founder of Creative Nestlings. Creative Nestlings is basically a community of creators around the continent. We're trying to build the largest community of creators on the continent. We're also building a platform currently that is to help democratize how young African creatives enter into the creative industry, get found, get paid, learn, and basically grow in this amazing and global creative industry. But our focus is on the continent. So we only work in Africa because we realize that no one's really putting in energy in terms of and tools and capacity in terms on a continental scale for the African creative community. So our focus is on that, basically being able to help creators make their quality of life a bit better using their tools and talent and skill sets and stuff. Yeah.
All right. So with that, with your background and the current situation, the pandemic, what is your opinion on that? Like, how are you feeling about it before we just start with the business and everything? Like, how are you feeling right now? Because I feel like a lot of people, they're neglecting that, that thing, like the mental of everything, they're always looking at the economy. So I just want to ask you how you feel right now about this whole thing.
I mean, it's not great. So me, I'm not doing 100%. I'm struggling to get into the rhythm of work. So I'm behind on every single project I'm supposed to be working on. I'm not coming to. So right now I'm on a farm in the middle of nowhere, like in the middle of Nelspruit. There's barely anyone around me. There's just trees and forest and stuff because my mom stays here. So I thought coming here would help calm me down and not be too affected. But I realized actually, I'm still affected because I miss connecting with people and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't been doing great in terms of the mental and stuff, and work-wise and financially also, because I can't meet deadlines, I can't make money. So yeah, it's been quite tricky, and I'm seeing a lot of people struggling with the same kind of things also, not being able to communicate, not being able to even get the energy to work and stuff. And it's understandable because it's a crisis. I've been reading a lot of articles about how we should actually allow this moment to happen because this is a crisis. And people are this is like basically you're not going to do well. Even if you try and force it, it's going to be quite difficult to do well in this moment and stuff. So try and do the best you can. Yeah.
All right. So with that, what is, because you just mentioned that you're struggling, right? So is it okay for me to ask you, do you have any plan in terms of Creative Nestlings? As we all look forward to like every sessions you guys host or everything that's just been done there. Is there anything like that you guys are planning, or you just waiting for the whole pandemic to like go away, or what is the plan?
I mean, we're not waiting for the whole pandemic to go away. I'm using this time to, number one, reevaluate business. what is it? What can we really do? Because this crisis has actually shown the power of community. I'm seeing a lot of people tweeting about, oh, we need to build a company for creatives. We need to be united as creatives. I'm like, but guys, I've been telling you this for years now. I've been trying to build that for years. You know, so I'm realizing there's a need for creative nestlings, and also even on the funding side of getting money for creatives. If we all had gathered together a long time ago and collected all the data amongst the creatives and really that data could be used to lobby governments and business to help us. But right now we can't really lobby properly because we don't have data. We don't know the impact on this directly. Yes, we know individually, but not collectively. So I think for creative nestlings, it's trying to figure out how do we escalate some of our projects that we're working on now, like our platform that we're building right now. How do we escalate that? Basically, that's the plan now, because the platform can help a lot of creatives survive in moments like this, in crisis and stuff. Not only survive, but also learn from each other and stuff. So I'm working on that. So we're building an app that allows creatives to be able to be basically instead of you having multiple portfolio links you send to your clients, this platform allows you to have one portfolio basically for all your work, regardless of how diverse your work is. You have one portfolio, and then also be able to get booked by clients directly via the platform. Get paid directly via the platform. But also there's an education component to the platform that like other creators can teach other creators basically. I'm realizing this is the moment to basically build that platform, and get that platform ready in this crisis, because a lot of people want to learn, but there's no direct places to learn from. Clients are looking for creatives, but they don't know where to look for creatives. So I'm seeing a definite need for creativeness into that. And also trying to figure out how do we do online better. We haven't really been present online, so this has been a wake-up call for us to be more active online and stuff, as a community and this platform.
All right. So with that, does it mean that we have hope as the creative, like as creatives, because a lot of us now are going to literally be suffering, and I'm very fortunate because I have a 9 to 5. You know, I always tell people like, hey man, if this thing was like happening and I had no 9 to 5, I was literally going to like, you know, like panic and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, do you think there's hope? Do you think that we can overcome this, or do we have to, I don't know, like, I mean, with the government saying that there's like 500 billion and like unemployed people getting 350, which is like, I don't know. So do you think, what do you think about this whole thing? Because like 500 billion, I don't think that even arts and culture is going to give us a bit of, I hear there's so much noise out here. I think there's like, I don't know if people are traveling right now, because this is scary. Times like these and people traveling. Okay, it's gone now. Crazy. So I'm just saying, like, do you think that we have hope? Do you think, because you launching an app, which is so great, but do you think that we have hope, or do you think that we have to have a strategy? I mean, photographers, I see there's like online competitions, there's online whatevers. Do you think that we have hope, or do you have, I don't know, like I don't even know what to say or what to ask, because right now I'm so stunned by this 500. What is your opinion on that 500 billion that is being just put out there? Do you think that we have a cut on that, or what's your opinion on that?
I mean, we should have hope. We're creatives after all. I think right now is a moment to really reflect and see what is our power exactly. Everyone's watching Netflix right now. We are the creators of that kind of content. So I think we should start seeing ourselves in the work that we're doing. Because for the first time right now, the global world is concentrated on using creative tools. So I think we should never forget that. Everyone's watching Netflix, everyone is streaming, everyone is doing something that a creative has designed or made right now in this moment for them to keep saying and stuff. So I think we shouldn't negate ourselves on our power as creators. this shows that we have value and we actually participate hectically in the global world, basically. So we should take it more seriously. I think everyone's going to get a cut of the 50 billion that's been announced, whatever, by the government and all that stuff. And it won't be much, I can guarantee you that, because this is going towards more social grants and all that stuff. So basically, if you're unemployed, you get like 350 rand or whatever and stuff, which is money. It's not a lot, but it's something. And I think what we need to figure out as creators is how do you monetize even if we're not working active? So how does a photographer monetize even if they're not shooting every day? So that's been an imperative question right now. It's like, how do you monetize when the world is in pause? Right? You can't make it on set. So how do you keep making money as a photographer and stuff? I think is super, whatever creative thing you're in. And I think that business modeling ourselves as better businesses than just having to wait to get on set or to go to a shoot and stuff. So for example, people are starting to apply things like, okay, I have a book available, so people can buy my book now. So things like that. We need to start looking at those diverse income streams that we laugh at when we hear everyone talking about diverse income streams. Well, right now that's important. So there's hope, definitely. I think we should put our heads together and our knowledge together and our resources together as a community, definitely. Yeah.
Oh yeah, now you starting, because now I started this. I mean, I'm a videographer and photographer, so I started this and I already have a channel, so it kind of like you make sense that now this is the time for us to like literally put everything that we got, just throw it in. So yeah, I think that's the plan. So with that, since you're saying this, do you think that the plans that you have with Creative Nestlings will change? Because there's pandemic right now, and you already had like events coming and workshops and everything. Do you think that those things will change, or this pandemic is teaching us something else? Are you going to implement the strategies that you're going to implement right now? Are you going to implement it in future? Because I think maybe in future we are going to have like a different point of view in terms of communication and how we do things in the arts.
I mean, of course, plans will change, but luckily for Creative Nestlings, we've had these plans for 10 years now. So every single, I think about 90% of everything that's happening in Creative Nestlings was planned in 2011 already. So even this platform was planned in 2011. Our books were planned in 2011. All our events, our conferences. This model was planned 10 years ago. So it will shift and change, but then the foundation still remains the same: building community and helping creators thrive. That's always going to be the foundation and stuff. What's going to happen, I think, I have to now escalate. Number one, building a team for Creative Nestlings. That's one thing I think I need to really focus on. Number two, raising capital for Creative Nestlings. I think I've negated that for too long. So that's one thing I need to focus on and really try and raise enough money to run the company, but also to help other creatives and stuff. So we can build the platform and support creatives better. So I think that's super, super important. So it is passing through. I think it'll make some noise, but yeah. So for Creative Nestlings, I think that's that. The plans will still stay in place, but then they'll be different. Like, for example, our talks will look slightly a bit different than usual, but they have more than ever now. A lot of people are going to be relying on talks, so because they're going to be needing a sense of community. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just been looking at a lot of. Do you think that maybe digital exhibitions can also be a thing? I'm just thinking, like, because right now people are now, I've advised a lot of people saying that you should actually print your work and maybe sell it. I don't know how long you're going to wait, for people to like literally get their stuff and all that. It's just me thinking that, I don't know, I wish I could help, but I can't help. I just can't help. Yeah. So now this channel, so this channel is mainly also about mental clarity and also essentialism and minimalism. I just want people to like, because right now I think times are hard. We even have to adapt. If you don't adapt, you die. So I just wanted to ask you, in your perspective or your opinion in terms of like, because I if I can remember, you said that you're a minimalist or essentialist, or do you follow any of the theories?
I don't necessarily follow the theory directly. I of course use some elements of it because because a long time ago I realized that I don't need much to survive on a daily basis in terms of having stuff, basically. Like, I only wear one color because, well, that's a choice. Also makes my life super simple. I don't worry about too much. I don't own many clothes because I believe like every clothing should have function, and so I don't own much. I only own like 2 pairs of shoes or something like that, because one is for when it's cold, one is for daily use and stuff. So that's my philosophy. I don't own too much. My clothes are, I think, about 3 pairs or 4 pairs of pants and a couple of t-shirts here and there. But I don't own too much because it's just been how I am for a very long time. I'm not a wanter of things, because I realized a long time ago my energy should go towards building creative nestlings, taking care of my kids, that kind of stuff. So I guess, some people call it minimalism, some people call it essentialism and all stuff, but I only live on those necessities and stuff. I like the things, but I've learned a long time ago that you can like things from a distance. I like shoes, I like all that stuff, but you don't necessarily have to be buying every pair of shoe out there because they came out and stuff. That's just me. Some of my friends, they own like hundreds of pairs of shoes, and that's great. But it's not just who I am. I do know what those shoes are. I just don't feel like I need them now. Yeah.
Okay, that sums up, because I'm in a journey to like, I'm decluttering right now, and I'm also, because I've been following this, but it was something that I've just realized that a lot of Africans, maybe us right now, it's time to be part of. I think right now, if you don't become, maybe, because right now it literally, we just shopping for essentials, so we literally on a journey to becoming like more of essentialists. But I don't know, maybe words are too maybe words can confuse a lot of people. So your opinion on that is that, was that okay? I'm just lost. So was that your opinion, or was it that your comment when I asked you what is your opinion in terms of essentialism and minimalism? Or you don't have any opinion, or do you think that people maybe should go through in that journey?
I think it's just my way of life generally for a long time now. It's not necessarily I'm saying we should do that. Funny enough, after all of this, a lot of people are spending a lot of money. People will start buying a lot of stuff, but now they couldn't buy it, all the stuff. So there's going to be like what they call revenge shopping, basically. A lot of people are going to be revenge shopping because guess what? After all of this, they would have saved some money and they're going to buy as much as they can. They're going to be out every night eating in the restaurants and all that stuff because they've been missing it for such a long time. So that's what's probably going to happen. Most likely going to happen and stuff. I don't think people are going to use this as some people are going to use it as an opportunity to scale down on things and focus on what's important to them. But some people also be out there revenge shopping because they have the means now and the time. So I think the world will shift, but not shift too much in terms of going towards this minimalism. Essentially, minimalism does not mean have one pair of shoes. Minimalism, you can have 100 pairs of shoes, but they all function towards a certain thing, right? So as long as it's clean and lean, basically, essentially minimalism. Essentialism is more like, okay, what are the essentials that I need to survive, and that's about it and stuff. So yes, words are dangerous in terms of the labeling of such theories and all that kind of stuff, but it's not necessarily what's called bad. It's also not necessarily bad to want things also. Yeah, that's what I believe. So it's just a matter of lifestyle choices and stuff.
Oh, cool. I think you just changed my perspective because a friend of mine, I was like, yo, I want to be an essentialist. And he was like, how do you become an essentialist if you own like all these pairs of shoes and you always buying like cameras and stuff, but now you kind of like put it the way I wanted to understand it, because if I didn't speak to you about it, I wouldn't really understand. So with that, I think maybe I have a podcast. It can be like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but whoever gets something, they will get it. Do you have anything that you maybe wanted to suggest to say, or anything that you wanted to say before maybe we kind of like wrap up?
I don't know. I'm not much in advice. I don't like advice very much, because advice, can be dangerous. People take it as gospel. So I don't have much, but just must just follow creative nestlings. I guess we need more followers now than ever. I guess one thing I'm trying to figure out how to get more followers and push people to just have fun and really start. This is a good opportunity to look in the mirror, basically. So use it as much as you can. And it's scary to look in the mirror, but I think this is a good time to really reflect and really look at how far we've come and celebrate their successes and stuff. This is not a failure moment. This is a moment to pause, and the world is paused. So I think let's participate in that pausing also. It's not a competition for productivity or seeing who's more creative, who's getting more done. I think this is an opportunity to look at oneself and really look at community also. And now more than ever, we need community to start building those kind of communities. I think is super important. That's it from my side. Let's just be present in this moment right now.
Yeah, I couldn't put it better, because I think a lot of people will be burnt out if they keep on like trying to like, get this out. I think you're right on that sense. So yeah, man, I think a lot of people should now follow you, follow Creative Nestlings, and also follow you also. I think you are a very opinionated person. I've never really told you this before, but I've always looked at you, and from my outside, I've always wanted to have a conversation with you and just see what is it in your head, because you're a very smart person. Like I've always looked at how Creative Nestlings is going and how the things that you have always contributed in the society and also in the creative industry is incredible. No one maybe has never told you this before, but I just wanted you to know that I really appreciate people like you, and I wish you can continue doing this, because we need you more than we needed you before. I really, 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 really appreciate you, and thank you for your time for today. Yeah, man, like you're an incredible person. That's all I wanted to say.
No, thank you very much. I mean, it's not good to be needed in times of crisis. It's good to be needed also in times of joy and stuff. So I guess I also need creative nestlings. I think that's one thing I've had to look at myself towards. Is like for the first time, I also needed creative nestlings in this moment in time, because also I'm a creative myself also. So I was looking for community, whereas I'm supposed to find in that community, I guess, in that process and stuff. It's been an interesting time. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, man. We'll talk and hope for the best, man. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Take care.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh man, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Right now, let's just get back to work, man. Peace. Remember that, man. We got this. Cheers.